What's up, brothers? Hope everybody's doing well out there. In today's video, I want to talk about the number one sign that she doesn't like you. And look, this could go for both men and women, but there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of resources out there for men and men's mental health. So this video is geared mostly towards the fellas, the guys that are pursuing women and, maybe you're not getting so much in return. Maybe you're pursuing somebody that you really like and, you just feel like something's off. So that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. So first of all, you have to understand natural selection. Nobody really talks about this. Some people do, but most people don't talk about it. And I'll give you an example of natural selection. So let's say you're out in public, you walk past a woman, and the two of you just notice each other, right? You see each other. It's obvious you're attracted to one another. It's like on a dating app when you're swiping, but this is real life. It's a real life match. It's a match. There's compatibility. All right. And, you meet her, you get to know her, you exchange contact info or whatever, and you start to get into a relationship or you start to pursue a relationship. A natural, healthy relationship would involve a healthy push-pull. So you might pursue her a little bit or do something nice for her or buy her something, and then she returns the favor. She pursues you a little bit. She does something nice for you. She buys something for you. Something of that nature, but it's a natural push-pull where you're exchanging affection towards one another. The definition of a simp is a guy who puts in all of his effort in pursuing her and trying to earn her love, earn her trust, earn her attraction with little to nothing in return, right? That's what a simp does. He invests everything he has and gets absolutely nothing in return. Vice versa, if a woman's doing that, she's a desperate, dumb, desperate bitch, whatever you want to call her. And nobody wants to be either one of those. You wouldn't want to be a simp and you wouldn't want to be a desperate bitch. So a healthy relationship has to have a healthy push-pull that is natural, based on natural selection. So if you're a guy out there that's putting in tons of effort into trying to win a woman's trust over or make her attracted to you or whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, because you genuinely have feelings for her, you genuinely want to be with her, you genuinely care about her. Like you care about her and her well-being and her life. So you're trying to put effort into her. And you just find that she's putting absolutely nothing back into you. But you continuously justify in your head that this is normal because you're a guy, you're a man. The man is supposed to do the pursuing. The man is supposed to put the effort into it. That's not being a man. That's being a simp. And that's a clear-cut sign that she doesn't like you. Now, some women are a little bit inexperienced or maybe they're shy, so they have a difficult time showing affection. So it's okay early on when you show, you put a little bit of effort into it. You can tell her, okay, it's your turn to do something for me. You can train her to understand how to have a healthy relationship if she's inexperienced or shy or just doesn't know how to do it. That's normal to do. But again, if she just acts nonchalant, like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Then she knows that she's supposed to put effort into it. She just doesn't want to. And if you keep moving forward, you are a simp. And every time you interact with this girl, she is going to lose respect and lose attraction to you even more because your behavior is that of a simp. It is weak. Because bet your ass, the way natural selection works, you can put all this effort into her and trying to make things work. And you're going to find out that all the things that you wanted her to do for you, she's going behind your back and doing to some other guy because that's natural selection as well. That's an ugly side of natural selection. If you're trying to force selection, it's not going to work. She's going to naturally select somebody else. So that's definitely something that you want to avoid as a man at all costs. So here's what you want to do. If you're putting effort in pursuing a woman and she is not reciprocating it back to you, you immediately have to start marching to the beat of your own drum. Stop giving a fuck about this relationship. You know, do whatever you have to do. Write her name on a piece of paper and rip the paper up. You know, do whatever you have to do in your own mind to say, this is not worth it. Because I guarantee you, this holds true statistically speaking, I think 65% of the time. But in my world, it's like 90% of the time. Because this happens to all of us. You'll pursue a woman, you know, she's not really putting any effort into it, so you got to make the decision. Either be a simp or walk away. So when you walk away, almost always within a couple of months, she will start reaching out. Because most of the time when a woman is nonchalant and not willing to put any effort into you, it's because you're being a simp. It's because you're being desperate. And psychologically, she has put your validation and your attraction to her on autopilot. She thinks that she has to do absolutely nothing to maintain your attraction because she doesn't have to. That's been the dynamic of your relationship from the get-go. That's the way it's always been. And you allowed it to get like that. So when you walk away from her and you completely move on, you know, and a good way to do that is to think in your head, what's the number one thing that you would like to accomplish this year? Anything. Doesn't have to do with women. It could be your physique. It could be financial. It could be your career. It could be a project you have going on at home. What's the number one thing you want to accomplish this year? Make that your top priority and not her. She cannot be in the equation anymore. And almost always, once she realizes that your validation that was on autopilot has completely been cut off, she's going to wonder why. And she's going to reach out to you. And when she does reach out to you, you have to set the tone quickly. You know, if you decide that you want to get back into it, which maybe you shouldn't, but if you do, most of you will, you have to set the tone quickly. And this time, it doesn't start by you pursuing her. It starts by her pursuing you. And you can slowly get back into having a healthy back and forth with her. But if she starts to go back into her old ways, just cut her off. Second chances are not always warranted. Third chances are never warranted. Never do a third chance. That would be absolutely stupid. I had a girl I was talking to about a year ago that I was pursuing. I'll pull up some messages for you guys. I don't ever do this, but I'm going to put her on blast. I'm not going to say her name or anything, but I was pursuing her and I felt like I was doing all the pursuing. She wasn't putting anything into it. And I'm going to read our last chain of texts after I've completely ignored her for like 8 months. Pull up, lean your seat back. Daddy, I want BWC. What are you doing tonight? Would you come to my front door and smack my face with it and make me taste it for a minute? What are you doing around 5:30 tomorrow? I want to get on my knees in the front room, kissing your big dick, smacking my face while you stand there like a king. Let me get on my knees. I shit you not. She never said anything even remotely close to that when I was pursuing her. But after I completely cut her off, moved on, I'm talking to somebody else. Everything else is, you know, she's in the past. I'm no longer talking to her. That's the chain of texts that I get. To be honest, I don't even want her on her knees in front of me. You know, I've already, that's in the past. I'm done with it at this point. But guys, that is an example of the power of walking away. And if you want to know if a woman really likes you, sometimes you have to leave her and make her suffer in order to find out. Hope this video was somewhat informative because I know there's a lot of you guys that are in a situation similar to that. If it was, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You know, the algorithm really treats me kind of bad. So help your brother out. And check out this video right here. It's a good one. And that's about it for tonight, guys. Until next time, see ya.